Now, many of you know that each and every week on Tuesday we get the insurance registrations coming from some of our favorite EV stocks like Nio. And as you know on the screen, you'll notice that Nio, for the period starting the 4th to the 10th of November, they had total insurance registrations of 3,000. I know this, of course, it might be a disappointment to some of the new investors. It's a typical thing that we usually see on the first week of each month, right? I mean, this 4th to 10th, it is the first full week of the month of November, and seeing 3,000, I suppose we'll just have to wait and see how the month unfolds, right? But as it stands, this is what they have. But as for ONVO, it is also rumored that ONVO, ladies and gents, had in the same period 800 insurance registrations, which therefore makes a total of insurance registrations which Nio had last week, including that of ONVO, to be at 3,800. This, I suppose, will, like I said, we'll have to wait. It's not a train smash. We usually see sometimes some months we usually see these insurance registrations coming this low, but that does not mean that Nio won't do well at the end of the month. You will know that Nio, especially with their ONVO sub brand, they are busy ramping up their production capacity, which is something that will enable them to deliver as many vehicles in the future as possible. Target for December, Nio plans to sell 10,000. March 20,000, which is something that we look forward to. And a little birdie just whispered in my ear just before I showed this video to say that there's an article indicating the wait times being shorter for the ONVO L60, which, if that's the case, I'll definitely give you that video sometime today. So as it stands, insurance registrations 3,000 for Nio, 800 for ONVO. Then you've got other new energy vehicle cars like Tesla 17,300, Xiaomi 5,500, BYD 85,900. Then you've got Zika 5,700, Leapmoto 8,200, Aito 6,500. This is what we are seeing coming from some of these new energy vehicle cars. And I must say 20,000 for Nio this month under the new models might be difficult for Nio to get to or to reach, which therefore means we can expect deliveries to be somewhere between maybe 16,500 to 18,500. That's my range for the new models. But ONVO, we're expecting 7 to 8,000, right? Which this 800, I suppose, it will aggressively improve as we finish the remaining weeks of the month of November. So we look forward, man, to the kind of deliveries. But as it stands, this shows us that, of course, maybe the demand for the Nio might be struggling a bit to strike the kind of sales they were striking from May to September, which, yeah, it's understandable. I mean, with Nio, yes, they say that they cut incentives, they are improving their gross margins, but with ONVO L60 also, this might be part of the reason why some people are going for ONVO who would usually go for the Nio ES6, right? Because ONVO is cheap and it supports battery as a service. But the good thing is that money comes back to Nio. Even if someone chooses an ONVO L60 over ES6, the revenues are coming to Nio, which is something that is not supposed to worry or bother any investors. Yes, gross margins, we know Nio models have got higher gross margins, but even if they are selling maybe not many quantities, they can still produce some pretty good decent gross margins that will balance out even the sales or even the gross margins for the sub brand ONVO, which they are currently selling at the moment. It's just that right now, Carfens China, I don't know, for some reason the Nio orders they are not being published anymore. We are seeing orders of other EV cars or new energy vehicle cars, but those for Nio are not being published, which I suppose Nio is making sure that such information is kept as a secret. It's hidden. Probably top management are the ones that are knowing the total number of orders they are getting from the company, and they are not making that public, which is why we are not getting these numbers from Carfens China. But I think good news are to be expected going to the future, especially with ONVO. I mean, ONVO, you'll know that it's being produced at the F2 factory, same line that produces ES8, I think, at the ET5 Touring, which with ONVO it's just about ramping up the production capacity. It does not like orders. I believe they are there, which is why even the wait times, I think they were at 16 weeks, right? So I think orders are there. It's just that they need to quickly ramp up the production capacity, which I think they will, and we look forward to that. So tell me what you think about this. I know some of you guys will be disappointed at these figures that we just got from CNF Post of insurance registrations of Nio, which were around 3,000 plus the 800, which are the insurance registrations which ONVO is rumored to have. So tell me what you think about this, man. I still believe in the Nio stock. I still believe that blue sky is coming. Those that are persevering will most definitely be rewarded. So regardless of these 3,800 total deliveries that Nio has, personally I believe that we are going to see a new monthly record at the end of the month. This is what I believe, this is what I think we are going to see, and if we see the record or a new monthly record, it will be good for Nio. Even if we don't get to the 25,000 which some of the people are expecting, it will still be good to see Nio maybe hitting an all-time high when it comes to their monthly deliveries, which I personally believe that we are going to see right now in November. You will know that one thing that Nio is doing to boost their sales in November, they are offering incentives to those that are buying their Nio models this month, so that they can be able to grab as many sales as possible now in Q4. Q4 is usually a quarter where a quite number of sales are generated from the new energy vehicle cars, as people are rushing to buy their cars so that they can spend the festive seasons with their family on new rides or on new cars like Nio, which is why Nio is a bit strategizing and making sure that there are some incentives that attract customers to come and buy their cars. So tell me what you think about this. Don't forget to hit the likes button, comment and subscribe. And once you subscribe, don't forget to hit or click that notification bell so that at least you get notified by YouTube every time I drop a new content. Blue sky is coming, long term will win. That's all from me, and God bless you all.